Hello, greetings. Believe we're live. Okay, greetings. I wanted to put in my 2 cents about the French election. It's been a question coming through quite a bit. I believe, I have a change in of who I think is going to win. I don't have what's it's. I don't see a picture of him, but the one I was thinking, Finn or whatever his name was. Anyway, I think what's her name? Le Pen. I think she's going to win. Yeah, something changed in the energies. I'm feeling more stronger with her. I understand she looks like a female Donald Trump. I think she'll be pretty strong. So my feelings is that she's gonna win. I don't think the other one. It does feel like she made some sort of deal, like backhand deal. I don't know what the Le Pen. Yeah. So she made some sort of deal. So I don't know with who. If it was an astral deal or what, but it does feel like she's gonna get it. I don't know anything about her politics. Well, she's one making the biggest headlines, so similar to Trump, it's the same type of energy, but I think she has the people in mind from what I'm feeling. So I think she's pretty legit. Of course, there's some control opposition there, but that's the same with all of the candidates, but I believe she will win. So it does affect a lot. It does affect France. You see what's going on in France right now. I mean, it's just ridiculous. So I think she will make some changes. I don't think she's going to be well loved, but then who is? I think she's going to help out quite a bit. As for these other guys here, basically, from my feeling, I don't think any of them are going to get it. I think she's going to get it. These other guys, it might be a close race, possible, but anyway, either way. So I would go even some of this, the propaganda stuff, it's, she seems like she's going to be the winner. It's kind of already telling you in some cases. So, I mean, looking at that, it's almost like already giving you the idea. So, anyway, I wanted to put that out, because, the election is on Sunday. So, I think I don't think Far West going to get it. I think so I think she's got it. I'm surprised they have a Communist Party. Anyway, it's fine. I guess we have that here too. We just call it something different. So I did have a question about Sylvia Browne. I think I just did some searches on it. Anyway, oh yeah, about her having dementia. I received an email about Sylvia Browne. I can put her picture up. I wonder who she is. Wondering who I'm talking about. Yeah. I've done channelings about her in the past. So now her son's running it, but I don't know if she's here anymore on their site. Yeah, her son's pretty much running the show. I hope this doesn't start. So yeah, she's been on Montel and things of that sort. Yeah, I've known about her for quite a long time. Yeah, it does seem like I think she was pretty. I mean, not to say she's a crook, but I think she was more genuine in the past. When she got older, I think a lot of power. The ego got in the way. The attention. She saw herself as a celebrity and kind of lost her way. And then in her old age, she wasn't connecting like she used to. So she kind of lost her direction. So, she wasn't doing herself any favors. I also think that sometimes her ability is not as powerful as, I don't think it's as strong as she might have thought they were. Meaning telling you that when people are passed over, or either way, it doesn't seem like, it does seem like she was being manipulated. Also, it just feels like a ball of vibrations around her later years. Because they use money to coerce people. So I think that's what happened. So in some ways, she kind of like sold out in some cases, but not basically to the fame. So I don't think she signed her life away, but in some ways she kind of she just lost her direction. and she's been kind of tippy-toeing in that direction for a while, and so I don't know. I mean, I think her heart's in the right place. Just I don't know. I don't think her. I mean, she did like 20 readings a day. I mean, and do book tours, write books, do lectures, and gosh, like, what are you out of your mind? I mean, it's like that's just. And then I mean, you're getting all these readings wrong and stuff, and she charges $750 like she used to. Her son charges a lot less, I think $250 an hour, I think is what her son charges. So something around there for a half an hour. I think I'm not sure if they recorded it or not, but her son I forget what he does a lot of specials. I used to keep track of this stuff, but fees. Yeah, it's on their side. I'm pretty sure it's $250 though. So anyway, but anyway, I wanted to go in this a little bit because some people are still interested. Yeah, I mean, yeah, a lot of her books are probably watered down. They're just sort of just slapped together. Unfortunately, I don't think her beginning books are like that, like her first book. But over time, it probably just sort of just became, I mean, she came out with a book every couple of months, it seems. So it's just, it turned into a corporate machine. So, I think she died at 77, and she said she was going to live to 80. So a lot of people, I mean, yeah, she did a misreading. I think it was 2 girls that were found. I forget. Oh no, she made a couple of misreadings. One kid that she said crossed over, and they found him. He was a missing person, and 2 girls were found about a couple of years ago that were they were abducted. They were locked in a house. So yeah, some story about some guy who was eating McDonald's and just saw something weird and called the cops, or so I forgot what happened. But anyway, she ended up being wrong again. So so she's. I think like I said, I think her heart was in the right place. And when you get to she was 77 years old. I don't know if she was doing 20 readings a day. I hope not, but she just didn't know how to stop. That was the problem. She just kept on going, trying to save the world, hopefully I'm not doing the same thing. I try not to do that, but of course I'm not that busy, but anyways, but I don't want to be that busy. But anyway, I want to put that word out for this, and there was something else. Oh yeah, tomorrow's Earth Day. Good old Earth Day. At least Google says it is tomorrow. Tomorrow's Earth Day, or for some people, it's already tomorrow. So it's Hug a Tree Day. Yeah, if only people knew what. Soon it'll be Alien Day. So anyway, yeah, that's about it for that. Hopefully, covered that pretty well. Okay, let's get out of this. Well, greetings. I want to go into a little bit more on the Elohim I mentioned earlier. Let's see if there's flat Earth. If there's any, I mean, not flat Earth. Mandela effect. If there's anything I need to add to that. Let's see if I got any notes on that. But as for Elohim, also, yeah, the female or the person I was mentioning, that was like an ex-girlfriend that was like, she was like in love with her. She was having a relationship with her dead boyfriend, basically. So she basically left me for her dead boyfriend. So I'm still kind of clear of that. It's still kind of, I don't know, it still bothers me in some regard because I felt like I was like being swindled. So, what's funny is that, because she's part of Elohim, and I think she was more of her. I mean, for a while, I don't know. It's like Bonnie and Clyde, the way I see those two. He's kind of like a dorky, old, weirdo-looking. I don't want to call him weird, but about horror movies and stuff. Just creepy guy. I mean, he might be a nice guy. Women, porn stars are calling him and shit. It's just not that good. Not that good. And I think she just, I don't know, he filled a void in her. It's like, I don't think he was always returning his phone calls or calling her all the time. They're up for being married. I don't know why he did that. Because he had other women he was interested in. I don't know why he would bother with that. It does seem like she's for some reason that's like he's like an altar to her. Like she's worshiping him in some regard. It's not him. He's holding on to her because he kind of, I guess, feels bad for what he did, but still, it's just dirty. Still, it's just dirty. Dirty. So anyway, that's what the Elohim. She's very connected to the Elohim, and saying that Elohim doesn't give infusions. I mean, I think some don't, but it's fine. Whatever. Some people chew gum, some people don't. It's like, whatever. Anyway, she's exploring her darker side, as you can see. I don't think it's healthy having a relationship with someone that's crossed over, but that's up to you. But it's probably not a good idea. But especially after suicide, yeah, he committed suicide. He kept it all secret from her. And, you know, if she was this love of his life, he didn't say anything to her. He just wanted to, you know, offed himself, basically. He gave no indication to, yeah, he left a suicide note, but he never said anything to her. So, anyway, just mostly it's just her. She just, yeah, she felt like when he killed himself, he shot her too. You know, like they killed each, you know. It's like, give me a break. I don't think he was that connected to her. I don't think so. But she's another story. She was wrapped all around him. So he had like connections in Hollywood to some degree. But you know, whatever. It was horror flicks, like nasty stuff, like it's Hostel or something like that. Just gross. But she loved all that stuff. So it's her deal. Anyway, it's a mess. But anyway, but yeah, for the Elohim within her, yeah, she's just discovering the darker sides. Some stay in their dark side for a long time. So that's a shady person. If anybody's wondering who the hell I'm talking about, I was like, is that me? Am I talking about me? You know, I'm not talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That person's out of my life. Thank goodness. And I still feel tremors from it. It's like Jaws. You know, you're out in nice water and just feel like someone's out there just out to bite you. Or they'll come back and bite you. They're going to do that. So anyway, this one's, yeah, it has a lot to do between the two of them also. They're kind of fake around people. They're not really, you know, make a good play when you think about it. They're not really real. Like they put on this persona, because I've seen it with her. It's like she's transformed into another person when you're around other people, and then you're like this crying fetish person behind closed doors. So that's what she was. And I imagine he was not much different. So anyway, whatever. So I wanted to put that out there. As for anything else, actually I didn't have a whole lot planned for this. Yeah, the store has been doing good for social. I'll post that. It's been doing really well. I'm trying to advertise it. Oh, that was it. Yeah. Spirit social. Sometimes I go the other way around, call it social spirit, but it's spirit social. It's a social network, but it's mostly a marketplace. I forgot to mention, I remember I have this list of things and trying to keep my head straight. But what we have here is a new store. I'm going to pretty this up eventually, but for right now understand when you do a purchase on this site, you don't have to create an account. You just add to cart and away you go. It's very simplistic. We add a new store today. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. And it's Healing Ways. And soul painting, 5x7 canvas, and a 9x12 canvas, and it will be shipped to you. And this is worldwide. It's basically just how your soul appears to me and what I see. So this is a new store that's opened up, pretty exciting. Painted with acrylics. We allow 2 weeks. Okay. Okay, so we're doing only U.S. shipping. Okay, free U.S. shipping. Either way, sounds exciting. So this is it for Healing Ways, and this is a new store, so it's we're definitely open to new stores, but of course, feel free to check this out. So realize also these type of paintings will help. It's healing. You learn about yourself also. You connect to it spiritually, of course. So that's pretty great. So I highly recommend this, and I'll put a link in the description so you can find it under stores, or you just find it right here. So, and for those that, and you click here, you get to there too. I'm working on the store layout, kind of make it more pretty, but anyway, for the most part. And those that put orders in for healings, for me, for items, for healings through Yeshua and the angels, I'm gonna work through it this weekend. Hopefully, I'll have it done by Sunday. I'll have everything completed. Yeah, because I had to work the other night. Everything got turned around. Everything's all over the place now. So anyway, so I have a webinar tomorrow. So I'm gonna do what I can. I'm gonna do something tonight and tomorrow night and Sunday night. Get everything completed for Monday. I might go into Monday. We'll see. So I'm gonna change the layout of this shop. Right now, I believe it's all right. I'll probably just take off social network. I don't really need that. So, but the reason I put Ivan Teller on here so you know it's me. So you know I haven't added this to my because Aaron has social network in the logo. I wasn't planning on making this a shop. You know what happened? I think I went to this, but I'm going to go through a little bit more. Is what happens? I have a social network. You know, it feels right to have it. It's like, man, I need to add something to this. So I just got the feeling of doing to add a little shop here, and so far it's been pretty successful. So I'm pretty excited about it. I'm going to add little pieces here and there, like if you do questions, I'll probably add my private sessions to this also, so you can. When you like order questions, it'll send you to a submit form. But this layout's so different. It's I'm working out the kinks. It just takes time. And I have a couple of other projects. So either way, so anyway, thank you guys for your support. Definitely much appreciated. Especially you can feel better about feel better about your own connections, help unlock a lot of blockages. The idea is to connect to everything. The idea is to make your life easier, less stressful. Yeah. Some of us like to add stress after we cleared out stress. Yeah. So, like here, I've had another incarnation of that store. I spent a lot of money on it. It didn't really go. It was a little bit overcomplicated. So this is the same idea but simplified. A lot easier. The other one was, I'll go through it. It was called Spirit Q. I actually thought about moving this over there, but I'm just going to leave it right here. Spirit Q is basically, you do an order. Somebody delivers it, but it delivers it to you on the site. You will have to log in and then do a rating, and that's great and everything. But this way, it does have a nice feature. Like if you order something, you can put in your questions and deliver it that way. But that's about all it's got going for it. You have to create an account, and if you have problems creating an account, which that one did, you have to go through all these loopholes. So with this, hopefully it works out better. If not, maybe I'll go back to that direction. So we'll see. I still have it. It's a lot of drama around that one, but for this, I think it's a little bit easier for the most part. I think so. Because then, you know, like if you deliver it, you have to go back on the site and do a review and such and such. So anyway, this keeps it. All you do is hit add to cart and go through the process of that. That's it. So I'll keep it simple. So anyway, I'll try to keep the process as simple as possible. So anyway, that's what's up with that. So as for anything else that's here, Yeshua's vibrations is here. All right, this is Yeshua's energies, just a conscious connection. Yes, tomorrow's Earth Day, but realize you're part of the Earth. That you are, it should be Human Day or something around those lines, where humanity celebrates its own creation, its own self. That should be done on a daily basis. And so, I mean, every day should be a celebration, as you are all remembering. You are all, do not be jealous of each other, all the same. Yes, you have different talents, but they experience different experiences. If you all had the same talents, it won't make life all that interesting. It makes it more interesting that you're all different, good at different abilities. Understand the other side, you're all equal in talents. It's just that you all have your own directions. And those talents are shown on this world of your direction, such as art, such as computer knowledge and things of that sort. This is what you're doing on the other side. So you're wondering what I'm doing on the other side before I came into this earth. You're developing this earth's purpose, such as art and all of this that you're doing here. And on the other side, you're developing it. And on the other side, you utilize it also. But you're showing, where you take color and you color, you know, you draw in front of you, yes. But you use your whole hand, you can use your finger, but a lot of them use their own hand. But they use this for communication. Some don't even speak on the other side. They use just color to speak through that. It's like they speak through color. And some choose that to develop their psychic abilities more when they come into alien incarnations. And this world also knows how artists draw to show their feelings and their emotions, but they don't always communicate the best because it forces their thoughts onto paper. So some of them are not always of the best. Even Picasso was this also. Was not exactly the best person or just social at all, but but on the other side, you're kind of forcing yourself to express yourself when you come into this incarnation, meaning you're exercising your abilities on the other side before you come here. So you're getting yourself ready for an earth incarnation. So when you come in incarnation, earth incarnation, you're not forgetting why you came here, because some do. So he just wants to put that, of course, as an example. There's much more to this. But for art's sake, for art, it is expressing of one's soul. But it's also healing for that person, for others. It brings in conversation. It's also within art, there's little secrets here and there. That's for conversation, but also some of it's Arcturian, a lot of it's actually Arcturian. The Arcturian vibrations, many artists here are Arcturian. We saw painter, visual arts. So computer graphic beings are usually of Zeta. When you get into more computer creation process, it's actually a lot of it's Palladian. It's a combination. But of course, the arts, it's different beings too. But for those that live little symbols here and there, that's most an Arcturian trait, not always. Yeshua also says next year many will be very different. Next year, as we more open to the animals on this world, talking to animals in a different way, feeling like they're no different than humans. That's already happening now, but the energy will increase. It will increase over every year. As you become less connected disconnected, more connected to the beings that are here. As you feel more, is this an alien place? And many will start to discover it more, become part of the culture over time. It's already happening, but become more of a world event type of vibration over time. Like species of human, more channelers will open up more. This is part of your group world awakening. The fear will eventually let go. Give yourselves time, as many still have tasks here to complete. And some of them are very hard tasks. Like Ivan the Channeler doing many 3D projects. But that's just to open up the minds of others. It's a guide, but also for you to guide yourself. It's just one step to yourself, but also others, channelers, healers. They're assisting. You're being assisted to find your own path to open up others around you. So understand this is an effect that's going to go open, open, open. When you become open, others around you eventually become open. When the time is right, you will know. It doesn't mean go around preach everybody what you do, because not everyone's ready for it. You know how fear is on this planet. Go by what you feel. What is safe for you? Remember to keep yourself in a safe position. You don't want to be compromised by someone's negative energies. Those have fear here. You don't want to fire up that fear. Send love to that fear, yes, but you don't want to fire up that fear. The more you push your agenda of healing and happiness, many become very vicious at times. But if you have a platform such as this, or just being who you are is fine. Just don't hammer people over the head of your belief systems. But it is good to repeat what is from your heart, yes. But some that are resistance, best is to let them be. For your own good. It's just for safety purposes. Because you keep basically saying, you know, those that don't want to hear it, that's just for the good of everyone. You're all spiritual beings. You're all going to awaken in your own way. Some will be harsh. Some will be easy. Harsh is not always bad. Is a lot of that has to do with the reptilian vibrations. That you would rather have a harsh awakening than an easy one. But it also shows you how strong you are also. Because when you have a harsh environment, you're just showing other beings around you, especially reptilians, of how tough you are. That you never wanted easy, you just want to heighten, you strengthen yourself. But it has purpose, not for ego. It's just to strengthen one's soul. There's many reasons behind it. You're also helping others awaken also. Meaning, you're a good example to others that wish to have an incarnation here, basically. And also is like to give you another direction of this is when you are tested heavily. Yes, going through it is a nightmare, but when you leave here, the majority look at back that I'm glad I went through that. I wish I went through more. It's hard to say that now. But they look back and say, oh, I wish I saw this, what I'm thinking now. Because when you're going through it, it's a whole nother experience, of course. You just feel like you're going to die. You want to commit suicide. You're just not loving life. But if you saw it from an outsider's point of view, it's like this is everything you wanted. You're purifying the soul. Testing it, but also you also move up ranks within the other side by doing this. This is why many do have, now understand, this isn't for ego purposes, but this is to move up ranks within the other side. These challenging lives have a purpose. You become teachers, poets. There's much to this. But you're helping the other side evolve, along with other alien environments evolve also. You expand faster. So the more tests you go through, you expand fast, but also the energies that connecting you expand faster also. Meaning you advance levels quicker. It's like some who coast through life without many issues. Everyone's gonna have issues, but not heavy ones. They don't really. They take a longer time to get there. Those that really want to go through intense pain, many come to this world and they just throw everything they can at themselves. They don't have to come back here. Problem is, when they're going through this, they can't survive it, as you can see. Many have troubles living through this. But remember, that's why connecting to the Holy Spirit, to Yeshua, to all of these spiritual vibrations helps you get through it also. It does help. As Earth is disconnected for the most part, this is why you have the ability to reconnect. Notice all the negativity in your television shows. That's all there to lower your vibration, but also there to, it's like you're putting yourself in a maze. Maze after maze after maze. But now you're finding your way through it, aren't you? Doesn't it feel like that? You're coming out of the spell, the hypnotism. And that's the idea. You all put yourself into this situation where you can't find your way out. But you can just give yourself time, persistence, you will find your way out if you wish. Of course, when you find your way out, you talk to spirit guides, aliens, the other side, you have a conversation with beings, then it becomes some go back into the maze, as you can see. You go back into being paralyzed in this hypnotic environment, which is fine. Because some can't handle it. Because they have many friends there that are there already. And when you come out of that trance, some do feel alone. They feel connected, but alone. Just trust yourself, trust your instincts. The more you let go of the third density negative environment, the more you will be healed and know who you truly are. It's like you're giving yourself a get out of free card. Get out of jail free card. If I didn't say that right. Get out of jail free card. You're giving that to yourself. It's like you're freeing yourself. And you do hand it to yourself, so don't just throw it away. It's like nonsense. And go back into, as you can tell, they call this nonsense connecting to spirit. You're just connecting to who you are. That's all it is. You connect to everything. You're all networked together. It is peaceful, but the challenges here have so much usefulness that when many do leave here, they feel as if they want to go back. Some do. Some don't, but some do. Because they realize what all of this is about. It's all of these lessons, and all has so much purpose. It's just sometimes when you're in the oven, the heat is very hot, and you just want to get out. But that's when your soul is truly learning, and it's developing so quickly, more than you can realize. That's what you're there for. Yes, to be challenged, but also it has so many purposes. It's beyond third density. You can't fully recognize it all. You cannot fully comprehend it all. There's so much. It has to do with your past lives, your future lives. You're developing your future lives as you're in this life. You make changes to your future lives. Each and every day you make a change. And some of you go into your past lives, want to reincarnate again in a past life. That's for another day. Jeez. I didn't know that. I didn't know what I was thinking. That's from Yeshua. take it easy on yourself. Just rest when you need to rest, but these challenges are here for a reason, to expand one's point of view and advance one's position in the universe. Yeah, what he's showing me is, like, you live a very harsh life here, depending on what you go through. Depending on what you want to experience, but those that do this, or whatever, Earth lifetime, for example, is a lot of example. He does show in other worlds where you are, depending if you want to be in that position, you're like a counselor. You give advice. Some become very important on those planets. I know it does sound like kind of like the 12 version type of thing, but anyway, it's not. Like with the Arabic stuff. But that's what he's showing, something around those lines, that if this is something you choose, a lot of people just choose to go to the other side, just had enough of this world. It's like this world has really picked on me way too much, and I need to relax and just be in spirit, because spirit is really where your life is, truly. But many do choose alien lifetimes. They just continue on that. Feel that, it's on a mission. But your other side is really where your life is. So this is the Matrix, basically. Many are going to leave here but come back, but more as he showed me like a shaman vibration here. As you're already a shaman already, as you connect to your spiritual connections, many are going to come back here as spiritual guidance, but more in the alien vibration, most likely. But some are going to reincarnate as human because they haven't learned it, or haven't learned enough. Let's put it that way. Many are coming back here again. You're just not ready to see the full picture, which is fine. If you're not ready to see the full picture, it means you still have many more incarnations to go into. Which is fine. Basically, it feels like that the test is serving you well, and the program, and you just need another dose. You need another incarnation cycle. So you want to continue this on. If you reincarnate in the same family or somewhere, of course, there's no evidence of it, but technically there is. I don't know about science, but soul-wise, yes. But we don't really recognize the soul here, do we? Not really. I mean, church does, I guess. Sort of. I mean, I guess we're all damned, right? That's great. That's so Anunnaki. Dude, that is so Anunnaki. When you come in here, you're damned. You're already a sinner. That's so Anunnaki. I'm sorry. It feels like Anunnaki. It's like, you come here, how dare you come to our world? That's great. What the fuck? Yeah. There's got to be some major karma. When you do something like that to a world, there's got to be some major karma that comes from that. I mean, you must. I mean, if you're going to plant that on a world, seed that on a world, yeah, you can't just walk away and not receive anything back from that. Those that put that here, I think it was a collective, but still, they got to be paying for that somewhere. They're probably all priests and whatever, but injecting into our society even more, probably. But one last thing. Thank you, Yeshua. Blessings. Yeah, I didn't see that one coming. It just showed up. 1 second here. Give me a second. I just gotta remember what I'm looking for. What was his name that was in the news recently? Yeah. Aaron Hernandez. Hopefully this doesn't start on its own. Yeah, he just committed suicide. Anyway, he committed suicide a couple of days ago. I believe his soul was, it's like a younger soul. And he wasn't, it shows you all that brawn and all that toughness. But the soul is still very weak. Let me get a better, article on this. Oh, some of the stuff that's coming up, they just don't know how to end it. Anyway, I just want to put a picture up of him. Yeah, I don't see him crying. Anyway, I'll use this one. It was really tough, but his soul is very young. I'm not sure if you can notice that. And his soul can only handle so much by getting angry very easily. I guess that's better. I don't know what's better. But anyway, his anger is very, it's just he can't handle, the power. He has a lot of power, and he abuses it, as you can see. With murder, it does seem like he has an anger problem, and he just doesn't know what to do with his life, basically. I mean, yeah, he's a football player, but, it's like, there's a lot of emptiness from what I see there. So I do see him I felt him as a dark angel. So I don't think he might be on the other side. I don't think he's there. No. I feel him as a dark angel. He's experienced the darker side of himself right now. So I do feel, I don't normally feel something like that. I feel him as a dark angel, and he's absorbing more and more into darkness. But not to say his soul won't come out of that, but he really came here to experience the darkness of himself. He just wanted to see where he can go. But yeah, I believe he's a very young soul, though. Meaning that I don't believe, even if you're, a lot of souls here come from other universes and other places, but souls are always being created. So I believe his soul was around the beginning of this Earth cycle, this planet being created, but that's still quite young compared to a lot of the older souls that have been come from universe. I don't think he's come from other universes. I think he came from this universe. So, of course, he would connect with all this and call it just a bunch of gibberish. So, most likely. So, I wanted to put that out there about that. It was kind of, yeah, it's not exactly energy I would recommend doing, but some souls need to experience what they need to experience. So, anyway. All right, much love, everyone. I'm going to get going. I have some healings to do and things of that sort. So, I want to make a video to say appreciate the support, donations, sessions, and things of that sort. I very much appreciate that. Sending love back. Also, definitely, it's very trying to just heal those that need to be healed, at least through my direction, my point of view, or the spirit's point of view. They can talk through me and can't say it through others. So hopefully others will. They have their own unique point of view, which is fine. So that's great. So I want to put this out before I end. I do feel like in the future there'll be more channelers. It's going to be a while, but where channelers can't, let's say, make a living off of it, but it'll go up and down. But I believe it's going to balloon, like photography, for example. Like everyone has a phone, everyone's a photographer. I believe channeling is going to go out like that eventually. Healing also, whatever. But healing, channeling is all the same thing. That'll take time. I believe that will happen eventually. Who knows when? My lifetime, I'm not sure about that, but definitely in the future. So it doesn't mean you can't start now. So, yeah, get out there, channel, share your share your information on Facebook or wherever, or on YouTube, or YouTube seems to be the best place for video, or Facebook. Yeah, the more people, the more information out there, the better. So, all right. Oh yeah, I wanted to say this one last thing. I think this. Oh wait, it's next week. I'm a week ahead. So, I'm a week ahead. Oh, I thought usually I go to Orlando around this time. I kind of skipped it. I thought this was the last week of the month, but I'm like way ahead of myself. So anyway, I'm not going to be in Orlando. I'm going to be here. So it's the first time I've done that in a long time. I started going to Orlando once a month, or sometimes twice. And started in August, I think. August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. It's been like 8 months, 7 months, about 8 months going to Orlando. So it's the first time I've got away with it. So that's new. So can't believe it's been that long. That can't be right, but anyway. Okay, blessings all, and have a great weekend. Happy Earth Day.